How's he looking?
Anthony's come back. He's come back in great condition, and he's working really hard and making a lot of improvements. You know, we have a list of things for all of our players that we prioritize that they need to improve on. And I think he's really done a good job with some of the areas that we've targeted. And he's made progress, and he's making progress because he's working really hard, and he's been out there on the field and been very consistent for us right now as a worker.
Chad, the idea of strong hands, can you make strong hands?
I think that you can develop ball skills with extra work, whether it's hand strength or it's hand-eye coordination or it's just the ability to track a ball maybe in a contested area. I think there's like different factors and elements that go into actually catching a football. I think all of which you can improve, and certainly he's improved in several of those areas, and those were some priority areas for him.
How's Amari coming along?
Amari's been outstanding. He comes here as a veteran player that's had production obviously in this league, but I can't say enough about his overall work ethic, his intangibles, what he's brought from a leadership standpoint, and I mean, he has been an outstanding worker. I think that he's come out here, he's given us his very best every day. You can see that the quarterbacks are becoming more comfortable in him and our other receivers just as they work together more, and we're just really excited about him being here.
As far as personality goes, would you say he and OBJ are like direct opposites?
Yeah, I mean, I think that all players I coach, they're so unique in their different ways, and Amari he brings so many great traits off the field. You know, he might be somebody that's not going to say a lot, but he sure does go out there and work extremely hard. He's excellent in the meeting rooms. He's attentive. He tries to get the details correct on the things we're asking him to do. So certainly he's been great to work with, and I think all players just are very unique in their personalities.
Chad, what have you seen from your group as they have all new quarterbacks to get used to? Just talk about that and throughout minicamp so far.
Yeah, I mean, I think that in the passing game, success in the passing game really requires you to work together and to be on the field. You know, there's just so many things you can do in a film room and in a meeting room to get better and improve in the passing game. The best and easiest way to improve is to be on the field together, and there's a lot that entails, a lot of timing, a lot of working with each other on the way we want certain routes. It could be angles, it could be depths of route, the details of those routes. It really takes us to be on the field to really improve, which the guys have done a great job. They've been out there available. The quarterbacks have been so impressive in their work ethic, so it's been really a fun spring to get an opportunity to work with everybody.
And Anthony mentioned that Deshaun will stop the guys after something and kind of give him what he's thinking and what, I mean, I'm assuming that's not too unique, but what have you seen out of Deshaun?
Yeah, I mean, Deshaun has excellent communication skills. You know, that's obviously it's very closely related to the position I coach with the receivers, that we have somebody that has the ability at the quarterback position to communicate. He's been great with his communication. I can't say enough about how he's come in here and worked so well with our receivers.
Chad, what do you like about David Bell so far? And, you know, how much would you kind of like him to step into that slot for this year?
Yeah, I mean, right now, as we tell David, the more you can do for us, the more role you're going to have. So we're not going to be, at this point, specific on putting him at one place. We're going to work him at several different places, whether it's inside, whether it's an outside receiver. That's part of his development, is to understand he's going to have to learn a lot of different spots. So right now, as with all rookies, it's a difficult time because there's a lot that they're having to learn. Obviously, there's you know, a volume of things within the playbook that they're going to have to take from the meeting room to the field. And David's really worked hard to try to get those things right. And we're asking a lot of him right now. And some of the things that we really liked him for in the draft process, that we said these are strengths of David Bell, have really showed up on the field. You know, he has had the ability to work inside and outside, so he has some position flexibility. He tries to be detailed in everything we're asking him to do. And like all rookies, they have a long way to go. Just not David, but any rookie has a long way to go. And certainly all we can ask of those guys is to work hard and to improve. And I think David's done that. He's worked hard and improved.
What's impressive so far just with the way, you know, his route running ability and how consistent he can catch the football? You know, just some of the things that you probably...
Yeah, I mean, David has good ball skills and very good route running ability. And now it's just to learn exactly how we want some of those routes, you know. It's one thing to have the route running ability, but now it's to fit within our offense to do the things that we're asking him to do. And that's what he's going through right now, is there's some transition on just learning a new language, learning a new offense. And I think once he does that, then you'll really be able to see his route running ability, which he has.
Chad, when the Browns go out and get Deshaun Watson, everybody assumes they're going to start throwing the football a lot more. We're going to Amari Cooper, established veteran, but I can only imagine big step for Donovan Peoples-Jones, big step for Anthony Schwartz, David Bell's just a rookie. Just talk about that. I mean, basically, do you guys believe you have enough to be able to be a team that can throw as much as people assume you will?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we need to make improvements in the pass game, and that's what this time is for right now. And it's been so nice to see the guys we've had out there. You know, we have a good group of guys at receiver that I think have, some of which have played in the league, some of which, like as we mentioned, David Bell, who's a rookie, with some of our other rookies who have never played. But obviously, when you have a quarterback, and we have a good quarterback room, you know, it's not only Deshaun, but Jacoby's done a great job working in there with us. So I think those guys have worked really hard, and it's great to have them throwing the ball around and for us to try to be there for them, you know.
Coach, some people, when they forecast things and when they were looking at this team, they thought, well, they'll go out and get another veteran receiver. So can you talk about your comfort factor right now with what you have?
Yeah, I think that, you know, the one thing I think our personnel department led by Andrew Berry is outstanding. So we have a great amount of confidence in them and what they feel like is best for our roster between them and Kevin working closely together. So right now the guys that we have, I'm excited about. And I think moving forward, it's a group of guys that we can win with in the pass game. Certainly if they keep making improvements, and that's all we're asking them to do right now is make progress, work hard. But I do like the group we have. I think it's a group, again, good combination of guys that have played and some young guys that are trying to get out there on the field for the first time. But I really do like and excited about the group that we're coaching.
Where does Felton fit in?
Yeah, I think he's a football player. I think Demetric Felton's a football player, and he's going to fit in where we think at that time is best for the team, you know. And certainly he's walked in the building and we said, go to the running back room. There's times he walks in here and before breakfast, we say bounce into the receiver room. And he knows that's the responsibility he has. And that's a great thing. You know, the more he can do for us, the more role he can possibly have on game day. And I think a lot of where we put him would be based off where our roster currently is with our numbers and where can we use him best to try to win football games. So I see him as a football player, I really do. And he knows that also. He knows that at any late notice he could be in one room or the other, okay? And I think that's what makes him go.
In what areas has Donovan Peoples-Jones improved most since he got drafted?
Yeah, I think Donovan, you know, Donovan's always somebody we have bragged about as far as his detail and dependability and overall intelligence in the offense. Those were things that he even had in his rookie year that were very good. What he's developed here that I've been very excited about is just, you know, this is his first off season being in a spring practice because the first 2 years, which is true for all of our third-year players, because of the COVID and some of the restrictions we had last year, they weren't here to work with us. So I'd say his progress has really been made in the last few weeks on the field, whether it's releases at the line of scrimmage or his top of the route separation ability or developing his strength and overall agility in our program that our guys do such a great job of in the offseason program. That's been his progress, is because he's been able to be with us, and I think he's really made improvements in a lot of areas.
Did you put on some good weight? Because he came over for the golf outing, and
yeah,
maybe I just haven't paid attention. But
yeah,
like
Donovan has worked extremely hard, again, with the strength and conditioning department here that does a great job for us. And that's one of his priorities, is he wanted to get as strong as he possibly could and play to his strengths, to his play strength. And he's done a nice job of working in the weight room.